safe and well. You're very welcome to the Tim Edey Sleeping Tunes and More show. Starting off with a couple of Christmas specials. New strings on this guitar, so bear with me. Great weekend. Very positive news, of course, with the order vaccines. Maybe we'll all be allowed out again. Until then, it's a pleasure to entertain you from my home, from our home.
Tonight, and apologies for a little bit of clutter in the room. You're very welcome to our humble abode, and it's interesting. I'll give you a little tour of my area, which is over there. That's my designated area. We live in a very small but very nice upstairs 2-bedroom cottage flat in a little village in Perthshire, and it's a great spot, but it's quite a challenge, especially in lockdown, because you have to. You're all, of course, with being a musician, creating space for playing is a very interesting thing, and so it's well, we get on well. In fairness, we've done very, very well considering. and it's a great little spot. But I'll give you a little tour of my little where everything's recorded. You'll be shocked. A lot of people think I have a studio. I sometimes get to go up to the amazing Teapot Studios, which is up the hill. Pardon me. Anyway, great to see you guys. Gonna play this time a little tune from Galicia, and this isn't really a Christmas tune, but it's a beautiful tune, you know, and it's got quite a Christmassy flavour. It's a tune that I learned off the great Carlos Nunez. Sorry to be sniffling away. It's lovely to see you guys. So here we go. So this is I believe this is called Dawn. John and Nathan Pulatsky, and the Kane sisters, and all the chieftains, and the chieftains' family. And of course for all of you. Tune from Galicia for you there. Well, hope you're all, as I say, having a great night. Some different music for you tonight, and also I've got my old diatonic two-row melodian next to me here, and I'm going to play you a few different things as well. So let's see. I'm going to play two tunes now. I played these. Trying to think. I think these were possibly played on the last show, but in a slightly different way. And the first tune is a really great tune called Neve's Capers. It was written by Jerry Banjo O'Connor, the legend, of course. So I'll play these for Jerry and his wife Marie. And the second tune is just a classic Irish tune, the Fox Hunter, or the Fox Hunters. And I'll put a little bit of percussion, because you can't tap your feet here late at night, which is very difficult for a musician. But this house is about 400 years old, and putting
whisper it. You can't, but it upsets the neighbours if you go banging your feet too much.
although the neighbours are very, very patient. Anyway, I shall put a little percussion down. Where's Lucy Randall or John Joe Kelly when you need them? Oh, I'll tell you. Anyway, here we go. That's a little bit of fun for you there. And that, of course, is Neves Capers into the Fox Hunters. And I recorded that on a record called Locked in a Box. Of course, during the first lockdown. And if you like that set, you can buy it as you can buy the download on my website. Anyway, let's move on to some different music. I'll get told off by my father, Richard, who is down in the marshes of Harty Ferry, in deepest Kent, where he is enjoying the lockdown, or I think Kent now is in a very strict lockdown where I'm from, Kent in England, and I play this for everybody down there, but especially for my dad. And it's a tune that he's probably going to tell me off for playing, but this is the request from Jonathan. So this is for Jonathan as well. It's a tune that I recorded a long time ago, and I haven't played it. Dad, I haven't played this for 7 weeks. So come on, that's fair enough. It's good. It's about time it got a bit of an airing. It's a great tune that I recorded on an album about 4 miles from here, up in the mountains, at Teapot Studios, with Robin Evans, and it's called Rumba Negra. I just love this tune. I learned it from an amazing guitar player, a great friend of mine called John Sanders. So let's give that a go. So Rumba Negra. This will get you warm if you're cold. Say a prayer. Anything can happen. Power cuts. Check the fire. It's good. Plenty of coal. I love this tune. Rumba Negra. I hope you've enjoyed that. Well, in the Christmas, let's see, bit of a Christmas thing. I'm using a different little amplifier tonight, and it's a little USB one, and so it's, you have to be a little bit gentle on it. Do you know, I'm going to play you a tune, a lovely tune. Yeah, let's give us a whirl for you. Tune from County Clare. Play this for Tara Breen, great friend of mine and great fiddle player. Well, she plays everything. She even plays the saxophone. She's amazing. So here we go. It's a beautiful tune. Played it for Tara's friend Jessie as well. New strings. At least you know it's live. Tune from Scotland there at the end to finish off with a tune called Far Fae Home, Far Fae Home, which I learned from a great band, great friends of mine, Session A9, Charlie McCarran and co. I should just tune this guitar up. So how are you guys doing? How is your weekend going? And how are you faring up in different parts of the world? Pardon me. Tonight, of course, is kind of a lot of people are experiencing the first sort of few days of the proper winter here over in the UK and Ireland. This part of Scotland here, we've got snow on the hills way over there. To my left, to your right, the Ochil Hills, which are kind of, they look like mountains, but they're not really mountains, they're hills. And then mountains that are mountains, Ben Vorlich, which is one of the Trossachs, you can see it, it's about there, where our Christmas tree is there, which I'll show you after. Sorry to keep looking down here, by the way, this is where my little note thing is. So, I shall play a little piece now. I'll sing you some songs, don't worry, there'll be some songs after. But just for now, I'm going to play you a bit of a... These strings were only put on yesterday, so... I know what I'm going to do, I'm going to play you an old favourite. Another great tune written by John Sanders. And it's called Jenny's Tune. This is a great tune, and before it, I'm going to play a tune that I wrote for my father Richard. And it's called Richard's Minuet. So I'll play the two pieces in one after the other. But I'll just, Jenny's Tune I won't do any looping on, but on Richard's Minuet I may pick up the accordion, or the melodeon. So here's Richard's Minuet. This is especially, another one from my dad. Jeez, he's getting requests. Sorry Mum, but you'll get one after Mum, don't you worry. And everybody else. Okay, here we go. can't play a DG in hard keys. This is E major. I'm missing out a few high notes, but it's fine. By myself, Tim Edey. This one is written by John Sanders. Jenny's tune. First tune I played was Richard's Minuet, which I recorded on an album called Farrago with Brendan Power and Lucy Randall. Well, I'm going to play some Christmassy stuff now and sing you a couple of songs after that. I'll play a little Christmas medley. Nice one to relax and have a little dram. I'm actually off alcohol now completely until Christmas Day. Me and Isabel have done a drink-free December. We're doing really well actually. I think we've been 2 weeks. I didn't have anything last week on the show. I've got my other brands are available, of course, but the Coca-Cola Zero is good for my my midriff. So here we go, a little bit of a little Christmas medley for you. a bagpipe drone from Mr. Ross Ainsley. Kind of. There's a bit more to it than that, but this is my little sort of mad version of Ding Dong, Merrily on High, which I get to play I did get to play before COVID with my great friend, Ontario fiddle genius, Canadian fiddle genius, Donnell Leahy. We used to have so much fun for this. This is for Donnell and Natalie. Carolyn for you. I believe that was that Bridget Cruz. Oh my goodness, I do apologise. I learned that from Chris Newman, the incredible guitar player. And talking of Chris Newman, I'm going to do something very, very brave now, which I'm slightly terrified of. I've never done this live, and I hope Chris Newman and Maura Nahasig two of the most masterful musicians you could ever get. They're based in Ilkley in Yorkshire, and they run a wonderful record label called Old Bridge Music, and I've been a fan of both of them for 20 years. A great man introduced me to them when I was a teenager, a late teenager, maybe 18 or 19, and they're incredible. If you ever get a chance to see them, they're just incredible. And I'm going to have a go at a tune that Chris wrote. I think Chris wrote it, maybe they both wrote it together. Chris or Maura wrote this, and it's called Stroll On. And I do a little backing track first. Chris, of course, doesn't need any backing track. They play this live, but I'm gonna be cheating a little bit here. Do a live backing track, a bit of a loop. So here we go. Stroll On. Thanks, Chris. Stroll On by Chris Newman. and more energetic. I hope you'll forgive me, guys. I made a few errors in there. I was being very brave playing that because it's one of my favourite tunes, and goodness me, I don't think I've ever played it live. So I hope you'll forgive me, Chris, for making a few blunders in there. But it's such a great tune. Why not? Why not play it out? So let's do something. Let's do something a bit familiar. Let's see. I've been doing some. Yeah, I've been trying to sort of keep things a little bit fresh tonight. Any requests, guys, for the next show? Please please do put them on. Please do write them on a message or something. You know, I'm sorry that I haven't got a better system yet for doing this. It's been a little bit hard this week. Haven't had a whole lot of time to get it organised. I think what I'll do, I'll do a little Beatles number. It's just a beautiful tune by Paul McCartney, and it's called "I Will." Paul McCartney tune. I think I'll play some more little fast ones for you. I think what I'll do is play some polkas. Tunes, two tunes from Begley and Cooney, and the first one is called John Brosnan's, and the second one is called Maggie in the Wood, and these are great tunes. They really are. So I'll play these through, and here we go. And John Brosnan's. Two tunes I learnt those from listening to Begley and Cooley in the Queen Elizabeth Hall Barbican Centre, one of the two. Maybe it was the same place, I can't remember. It was like 1996. I was there with a great friend of mine, Rick Clark. I was like 17. Only 2 years ago. I wish. I've seen a great advert on the TV for a thing called. Now I've got to remember what this is called. It was called. It was like a brilliant. Well, I don't know if it's brilliant because of course I've never tried it, but it was like a men's. It was called Mane. That's it, Mane, and it's like a sort of shampoo or a powder that you put on your head, and it's. I'm thinking of trying it because I'm inheriting my father's. Sorry, Dad, my father's. Yes, he's slightly bit of hair loss. It runs in the family. It's going to happen to all of us, I guess. All of us men, anyway. Yeah, I shall. Let's see. I shall do a little bit of gypsy jazz for you now. I haven't done any gypsy jazz, so this will be a nice bit of a fast one. Tuning tonight. I am next to the fire, of course, so So folks, I've moved positions in the room now, and I wasn't quite happy with my my little amplifier. Do you know what, guys? It's funny. As a musician, anyone who plays an instrument, especially guitar, you know, this lockdown has been a challenge in so many ways. I think for all of us, especially the care staff and all the places and the doctors and the nurses and delivery drivers and everybody like that, the police and everybody. But I think in our own personal little lives, I've found just you'd be amazed the things that go wrong when you don't think they will. And just for example, one of my tannoy speakers here in this little studio. I'll just give you. Actually, no. I'll play this tune first, and then I shall give you a little tour of my corner of the room. We live in a pretty small cottage, as I think I was saying earlier. It's an upstairs sort of cottage apartment flat. Apartment's a posh word, flat, with 2 young children, and this is sort of it's like the kitchen and lounge is in the same room. It's a beautiful cottage. Must be 350 years old. But anyway, that brings me on to my next thing, which was to say that I'm going to play Little Bird for Jonathan, and after that I'm going to just do the start of a few beautiful Scottish tunes. But here's Little Bird first. I'll play this first for Jonathan Naunton, and here we go. Little Bird for Jonathan there, and play that for all of you, of course. I hope you're having a great evening, and thank you for joining me here on this Sleeping Tunes, Timmy the Sleeping Tunes Saturday night show. Just tuning guitar to fire as always. gives a little sort of balance in guitar tuning. Well, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play one more fast tune, and then I'm going to do some beautiful Scottish tunes for you. So let's just give you a bit of this. This is a classic tune, classic. It's of course the my little version of the Bucks of Armagh, and I just I do something a little bit different with this. I'm going to start on the guitar, probably do a little bit of accompaniment, and then I'm going to swap to the melodian. This time a diatonic, a DG melodian. No fancy gimmicks on this, guys. It's just a standard DG, which I got when I was. God, I got it when I was 17. It's my first professional instrument, and thanks to my grandpa and grandma and my parents, they helped me get it. And I was doing gigs with the great Enda McCabe and my dad, and Fred Ayling and lots of different people around Kent, and we used to play in Sampson Grange with Peter and Ian and Krista. Well, these are all great friends and musicians in the Kent area. So I play this for all of those people, and Pete May and Jim O'Shea and Dimitri. We had so many great times, and I have never forgotten you guys. So here we go, a little bit of the Bucks of Armagh. Even time for a little dance. For me, great bit of fun. While I'm on the box, I will just play one little tune for you, which was written by a really great friend of mine and a beautiful musician, melodian player, composer and folk singer, Pete Graspy from Coventry. And those of you in England will know Pete from being the folk festival resident sort of melodian, accordion repairman and tuner and everything. He does so much. And this is a beautiful, beautiful tune of Pete's called Malvern Hills. And I recorded this on my first ever album, self-financed. All my albums are self-financed. They're not on a label. They're on my own label, Natbite Records, which everyone thinks is like a some sort of big label. Of course, it's not. It's just it's just a very small label that me and my friend Andrew formed when I was about 15. So big hello to Andrew, Thomas, and Debbie, and the kids. And I'm going to do your Malvern Hills. So yeah, if you want to buy independent music, mine is all self-financed. It's never been supported like that. It's all it's all paid for by gigs and just teaching and there's a great sort of satisfaction in that as well. It's hard. It's really hard because you can't afford all the time to record in studios. I mean, I love to record up at Teapot Studios, which, by the way, is one of the most amazing and most incredible value studios you'll ever find in the UK. So check it out, Teapot Studios, Parful Condi. If you just type in Robin Evans. Anyway, here we go. Malvern Hills. A little bit more reverb, and this is for you, Pete. Hope it's okay. Take two. At least you know this is live, guys. Oh my god. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but my little loop pedal, all my gear, guys, all my gear's on the way out. And and you know what? That was like an alien invasion. So I do apologise. Let's do that again. Sorry, Pete. Let's do that again. At least you know this is live, guys. Recorded live, anyway. Okay, here we go. Praise God. great buddy of mine, Pete Graspy. I recorded that when I was about 16 on an album that I did when I was 16. Started when I was 16 in a studio called Ball Brothers Studio. I'll see if I can dig it out and put it up on the website, because I then went with my great friend Rick Clark, and we met Begley and Cooney in London in the Swan in Stockwell. Rick and Ender and Rob, Rick took me up, and Ender and Rob came as well. Rob McGeorge and Ender McCabe, and oh my god, it was I think it's probably the best concert I've ever seen. It was Begley and Cooney in the Swan in Stockwell. It was Easter Friday 1997 or 96, I can't remember. I think it was 97. No, it was 96, because in 97 in January we went to Ireland. Me and Rick took me to Ireland. I was like 17, and we went to Steve's studio. We went to Galway first, and we met up with all the Shannons, with Sharon and Mary, and oh my god, I was like a child in a sweet shop, and Rick was amazing to organise this whole thing. It was just absolutely incredible. I'm totally always indebted to him, actually, because it changed my life. And we went down to Steve's studio. He had a studio at that time in a place called Ballinclay, which is near Poddy O'Shea's pub in Dingle, in Ventry, or Keen Tra as they call it in Irish. And we stayed there for a few days, and there was an amazing bouzouki player from Louisiana, Beth Patterson. Check her out, she's incredible. So big hello to Beth. I haven't spoken to Beth for years. And Mary Shannon, Sharon's younger sister, on mandolin and banjo, which was amazing. I think I'll just play a quick couple of fast tunes on the box, and then I'll get some of these slower. So. Still on. Couple of tunes there I learned from Brendan Begley. Right, let's get on to some slow Scottish stuff now. So I'm just going to play you a couple of sorry about the little glitch there. So I'm going to play you a selection of my favourite Scottish tunes. If I can get this Taylor in tune. I changed all the strings last night, and they're all that'll have to do. So first one up, one really beautiful song. It's a song, and I'm going to play it as a tune. And it's a song called Farewell to Tarwaffy. Tarwaffy is up on the Aberdeen coast, the north-east coast of Scotland, about 2 hours from here, I suppose, in Perthshire. I learnt this actually when I was living in Dingle. I lived in Dingle for 4.5-5 years, on and off, and I played on Eilish Kennedy. She's an amazing singer, great friend of mine, and her husband John Benny, who of course bears the pub with his name. So I'm going to play this for Eilish and John. And I've had so many nights, great nights in that pub. It's been way too long, way too long. And I used to play gigs with Eilish and John, and she's the voice of an angel. She's an incredible singer. Her father, of course, Cavern Potholes, very well-known writer and composer. And Sean Davey, of course, the great Irish composer, did a whole series called Beltana, which is like the songs of Eilish's dad. He put music to the words, and it was just beautiful. Check it out if you haven't heard it. So big hello to Eilish and John, and farewell to Tarwaffy. Song that is. So I put my tuning here. Jesus, it's funny. Everything's gone wrong today. Well, 2 days ago, my trusty MacBook, my white MacBook. You know, the old ones, the old sort of white-bodied MacBooks. It was like from 2009. That went. That kind of blew up, and then. Managed to get a second-hand one, and that's been touch wood. That's been great so far. But you're always a bit worried buying stuff second-hand, but you kind of have to as a musician. I can tell you. But you know, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight and being part of this Saturday night with me. It's I love doing it, and it's absolutely. Absolutely wonderful, and thank you to everybody. Those of you who always support it with the PayPal. As you know, I never make a big thing about it, and that's just Isabel making a cup of coffee. So here we go. We're going to play a couple of great tunes. I'm going to stray from Scotland just for a minute and go to Ireland. We've done one English tune so far. We did Malvern Hills. Try and put a bit of everything in. This is a tune called The Swedish Jig I learned from the great Artie McGlynn. jig. And you might have realised there I was bending my strings during the tune in a battle to try and get. Sorry about these noisy pedals. Do you know what, guys? It's so funny. That's my speaker going there. You can hear that. Oh man, it's funny old technology. Okay, so time to move back to Scotland, and I'm going to play you a beautiful tune that I love to play, and I recorded this on an album. Sorry, I'm just going to move this silly thing. Recorded this on an album called the Sleeping Tunes Free Lockdown Edition, I think. And it's a wonderful tune. It's called Will You? Oh, it's just, I suppose it's called Will You Go to Stornoway? Or it was written by Callum Kennedy. And I'll just do a little loop with this. It's a great tune. It's a wonderful song. I mean, it's a song really. But I'm going to play it as a melody because I love the melody. And I'll play this for Ailith McCormack and Noel Eccles, and also Sandra Mackay and Charlie McCarran and everybody else in Stornoway, Mairead there, everybody at BBC Alba and Radio Nagale in Stornoway. So here we go. Little backing track just quickly. There to Callum Kennedy, the great Callum Kennedy, and I'm just gonna put this guitar away and play you a little tune. Sorry, sorry about the explosive noises. Now, which one should I do first? Sorry not to sing more songs tonight. I might sing a Nick Jones song. Isabel's Still Full of the Cold. Oh no, I know what I was going to do. I'm going to do a wonderful tune for you called The Devil and the Dirk. This is a Scott Skinner tune. Pardon me. This is a wonderful tune. It's a tune which is probably played more in Cape Breton than it is in Scotland, amazingly, because for such a great tune, this is a classic sort of standard Cape Breton tune, and in Scotland you don't hear it that often, unless you're in the northeast with great fiddle players like Paul Anderson, Charlie McCarran, and with some of the Shetland players, Ross Cooper and Kevin Henderson and Mr. Ali Bain and all those luminaries. But anyway, here we go. My little version of Devil and the Dirk. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Devil and the Dirk by the great James Scott Skinner. And what a great tune. Well, do a little bit of Stevie Wonder because I haven't done this for quite a while, and it was requested, so I shall do some Stevie. So play this for Niall Hannah. So here we go. Fireside tuning. bit of Stevie Wonder. Pardon me. Well, it's probably a little bit of a shorter show tonight, but I'm going to do a little thing now. Let me see. I haven't played this for a while. Yeah, I'm going to play a little English tune called The Oyster Girl, and I do this in a sort of classical way. Now, which melodium was I using? I think it was the other one. So bear with me a second. And this is an album I did called Locked in a Box. And it's just a way one of my pupils had sort of asked me about playing simple tunes in a, kind of jazzing them up a bit, and so if you're in the Folk Police, probably now's the time to go, because you probably won't like this. But if you're not in the Folk Police, please stay. And if you are in the Folk Police, stay anyway, because you might like it. You never know. Yes, no, I won't go into politics. Traditional music politics. It's I keep well out of it. It's just music. Okay, here we go. That's on an album I did called Locked in a Box, and you can get all these records on my website. You can only get them on my website, in fact, timedey.com. So, I hope you've all had a really great night tonight. Look out for my my live in Dublin special stream, which is going to be broadcast as well. I think after this session. So I shall do Nick Jones' song or the Ender song. Do you know what I shall do Ender's song, because it's kind of, I'll do the Nick Jones song next week. I'm going to sing you a song, of course, which has become like my my sort of swan song at live gigs. It's the Winds and Tides Permitting. Just such a great song. Pardon me, written by a great buddy of mine, Enda McCabe, and he does a show on Wednesday nights on Facebook. If you fancy joining in. Also, I'm doing a Christmas Eve special. It's going to be like this kind of format, but I'm going to be just by the fire playing loads of the sort of slow instrumentals. In fact, you know what? Let's just do one now for you. Do a bit of a little town of Bethlehem before the Winds and Tides. Little bit of a Christmas one for you there. Let's see. Tides Permitting by Enda McCabe. And I shall love you and leave you. And please enjoy the rest of the stream, which is live from the Canister Church in Dublin. Any of you that know the chorus, please join in. This little boat protects me well, and it carries me on the ocean swell. In another day I'll be home to you, the winds and tides permitting. Oh, the winds and tides permitting. The winds and tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, winds and tides permitting. Winds and tides permitting. Try the chorus. The winds and tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, winds
tides permitting. I have travelled the whole world through, and yes, I've put many miles between me and you. Now I'm homebound on the deep blue sea. I still remember our sweet young dreams. Oh, it's the winds and tides permitting. Winds and tides permitting. Give the chorus a lash. I'll be with you when I can. Winds and tides permitting. Turned into months, and the months turned into years. Many miles between us lie. I think of you most every day. Oh, the winds and tides permitting. The winds and tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can. Winds and tides permitting. Oh, I'll be with you when I can. Winds and tides permitting. What a great song, written by the fantastic songwriter Edey McCabe, and he really is. Well, now I've done one song, I might have to do another one. Do you know what I do? I do a bit of I do an old Nick Jones. Well, Nick Jones didn't write it. Now it was written by. It was written by. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. It was written. Oh my god, I might have to Google this. Farewell to the Gold. It was written by. This is terrible. Does anyone know the writer? This is really bad. I should know this. I know it in my head. It's a New Zealand guy. Do you know what? I can't get on Google at the moment. Maybe somebody could write this down. But it was made famous by Nick Jones, and it was written by a wonderful New Zealand songwriter. Who I must apologise to. Yeah, please accept my apologies, because I know who you are and I'm trying to remember your name. One of the best folk songs ever written. Just like Winds and Tides. Shot over a river, the gold it's waning. Each year since in the colour I've seen. No use complaining, lady luck blaming. I'll pack up and then I'll make the break clean. Of course, farewell to gold that never I found. Goodbye to the nuggets that's somewhere abound. For it's only when dreaming that I see you gleaming down in the dark, deep underground. It's nearly 2 years since I left my old mother for adventure and gold by the pound. With Jimmy the Prospector, oh, he was another. Of Otago we were bound. Join in the chorus. Farewell to the gold that never I found. Goodbye to the nuggets that's somewhere abound. For it's only when dreaming that I see you gleaming down in the dark. Rye Valley all over. Oh, Jimmy Williams and me. Oh, they were panning good dirt on the winding shot over. We headed on there just to see. Well, we sluiced and we cradled for day after day, making barely enough to get by. The terrible flood swept poor Jimmy away during 6 stormy days in July. All together. Farewell to the gold that never I found. Goodbye to the nuggets that somewhere abound. Oh, it's only when dreaming, oh, that I see you gleaming down in the dark, deep underground. Goodbye to the gold, farewell to the gold that never I found. Sorry, Nick. Goodbye to the nuggets that somewhere abound. Oh, it's only when dreaming that I see you gleaming down in the dark, deep underground. What a fantastic song. Has anybody got me the composer's name yet? Because, oh my god, I feel terrible about that. What an amazing song. Was it Jonathan? Trying to remember the name. Well, I'm going to do one more to finish off with. And I'm going to play you a great tune, which I just love playing. It's one I stole. I borrowed off the great Sharon Shannon, who is an amazing friend of mine and an amazing musician. And she was on the Late Late Show, tribute to her on RTE. So this is my own little tribute to you, Sharon, on my little channel. I do a great tune written by Donald Lunny called the Cavern Potholes. This is just a fantastic tune. Potholes by Donal Lunny. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in tonight. And all of my music's on my website, listed here, timedy.com, and it's just an absolute pleasure to be here playing for you. And thank you so much. Take care, God bless, and wash your hands. Look out for some midweek surprises on the live stream.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're very welcome to the Canister Church. Just a little bit of housekeeping before the concert starts. Please note the 3 exits at the back of the door in the unlikely case of an emergency. Please make sure all your phones are turned off. And now, on behalf of Tradfest, I'd like to welcome Edey to the stage.
Real Lager, thanks very much, and I promise that's only water in there, especially in the church. I should just get plugged in and get underway. It's an absolute privilege to be here in Dublin to play for you. I want to apologise as well, firstly, for now don't worry, I don't think it's catching, but I've had this terrible bronchitis for about 8 weeks. So if you hear me coughing away, I do apologise, and I'm only able to sing a couple of times. So that's probably enough for you anyway. But I'll play you some music and take you on a bit of a journey around Ireland and a little bit of a journey around the world, but keeping very much to Irish music. And I'll start off with a couple of tunes just to warm up the fingers. I was in Donegal this morning, so the guitar thinks it's in Letterkenny, but she'll soon get around to getting to the Dublin temperature. But anyway, I shall start off with a little tribute to an amazing guitar player that we lost sadly a few weeks ago, Artie McGlynn from Omer in County Tyrone. Artie was one of the greats, and he kind of created, I suppose, a whole. You can go anywhere in the world, and someone backing Irish music will have some Artie McGlynn in them. And this is a couple of jigs that Artie used to play a lot, but I'll play a little slow air before it, which you might recognise as a song, which was stolen by an English band called Steal My Span. There's a legal suit somewhere there. They do have an Irish drummer though, so. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and we'll get underway. Thanks ever so much. Well, today I was actually driving through, down from Edey, and I drove through Oma, and I was thinking about Archie because he was from there, and I hope he would approve of that version. I don't know, you might bang the guitar over my head. But he was just wonderful. He was incredible. And I think the first thing I learned to play the old electric guitar and the Irish music, he was incredible. Moving on now down to Kerry, we'll take a little trip down to Dingle. For anybody who's not been there, I recommend going, but it does come with a slight health warning. I went down there for a little holiday. My mum's actually a Dub. She's born in the city, and the north side, but all her family is from Cork City, and from the Churchfield area at the top of the city. But we used to take holidays down in sort of West Cork, and we'd go down to Dingle. And when I was about, I think I was about 17, I'd been to see a highly notorious, very dangerous couple of musicians, Steve Cooney and James Baker. And I hate to say that gig sort of changed my life forever. It was the most unbelievable thing I think I've ever seen. And I seen Fleetwood Mac around the same time. But they had a sound as big, and they had no drum kit, just a guitar. But it had a huge influence on me, and any gig I do, I always pay a little tribute, and I'll play you a couple of tunes now that I've interpreted from the lads. Dingle is one of those places that if you go there, it's hard to leave. Joe knows what I'm talking about. It's a very dangerous place. You ever meet Begley? Always a very dangerous character, goodness me. You could end up in a pub for several days and you're not allowed to leave, and they feed you whiskey and Baileys and oh my god, it's very, very risky. I even ended up in hospital one time. But this is a couple of jigs, so I'll start off on guitar, and then I'll sort of loop the guitar and I'll pick up the old button box, or as you call it here, the Bosticule, and I'll play it on the box as well, if everything goes to plan. You never know quite how this will go, but we'll see what we do. So this is Podgy O'Rafferty's and the Banks of Newfoundland. give this little baby guitar a little outing. I was in Canada and recently, and I discovered that when I was playing it, the whole top had come off. And it's incredible what you can do with gaffer tape. It's unbelievable. I mean, honestly, you can tie up cars. It's great. So I'll play you a little tune, and then I'll play another little tune and then sing a song if my voice allows me. So this is a little piece of music. These are a couple of faster tunes. Now, I'm being very brave playing these, but there are a couple of, I suppose you could call them Irish bluegrass tunes. I mean, bluegrass is this kind of, American style. What a lot of people don't know. Well, you probably know it here very well. But a lot of the tunes, I mean, the bluegrass players are absolutely incredible. Some of the best in the world. But a lot of the tunes derive from Celtic countries like Ireland, Scotland, even, well, the odd bit of, there's even a couple of Northumbrian tunes that you'll hear played in a different way, and I'll give you a demonstration of it now. A little tune called Billy in the Low Ground. Now that was a Scottish tune. It was about Prince Billy, Bonnie Prince Billy, in the time of the Highland clearances. And then there's a tune called The Soldier's Joy, which I think is from Cork, although there's a big argument online about it being from England, and oh my god, online, don't get involved in these online arguments. I had to shut down my Facebook. Jeez, I thought you get death threat. What's the name of the tune? Actually, being a traditional, this is a dangerous business, No names mentioned, but anyway, I hope you like them. Billy in the Low Ground and The Soldier's Joy. And we'll see how these fingers now get on. say you kind of get the fingers warmed up with the flat picking, and flat picking is this little technique of using quite a hard plectrum to sort of pick the tunes on, and it's been done for years. Goodness, Artie did it in the 70s, Doc Watson, Tony Rice, and then there's these amazing modern players like Tony Manuel, and, well geez, Tony could play anything now, he could pick with a toothpick. But yeah, it's a great style of music, and I was first introduced to this sort of style by the Irish band The Chieftains. Paddy has always collaborated with lots of American musicians, and he'd done this thing with Vince Gill, and Brian Sutton was on the guitar as well, and I just fell in love with it, and so I've been sort of studying it since, and I shall endeavour to get you singing. This is a little song for you. It's a song from Canada. If you fancy singing the chorus, now we are in church, don't worry, you're under no pressure whatsoever, but it would be a wonderful help, it would be amazing to hear you sing in the church. Don't worry, you don't have to feel like I'm in charge of a congregation. That would be a very scary thing, indeed. But actually, I shouldn't tell you this, but I was sort of removed from a church once with James Blakely. I didn't have a microphone, I might add, but nevertheless, yes, best behaviour in church. The chorus is very, very easy. If you feel like learning it, it's literally just down where the river flows, down where the river flows. There'll be lots more time at the end of our days, down where the river flows. Yeah, join the chorus, help me out a wee bit, and we'll have some fun. And after that, I'll probably go straight into a little guitar medley, which ends, in fact, in a piece from many people who, well, anybody who knows me probably knows that I've been obsessed with the Chieftains since I was about 11 years old. I saw them first in London, and then I was so lucky. About 8 years ago, I got a phone call to Depth for one of the American guitar players they have, and I've done about 8 tours with them in America, and I'm certainly not a chieftain, I'm maybe a baby chieftain. But I'll play you a couple of tunes which the lads recorded, in fact, in the 70s. It was an album called The Chieftains in China. And it's, I know China at the moment is getting some, unfortunately they're having a hard time, but this tune's called Full of Joy, so maybe it will hopefully sort of stop the spread. That's it. And anyway, here we go. Down where the river flows, into Full of Joy.
Dreaming of trips on the sea-bound ships would carry me from my home. Was not for the want of leaving my dream out back on the shore, but the endless blue horizon would carry me forevermore. Yes, it was down where the river flows, where the river flows. There'll be lots more time at the end of our days, where the river flows. Try the chorus. Down where the river flows, where the river flows. There'll be lots more time at the end of our days, where the river flows. One in your own just to make sure you have it. Where where days, well, they've been and gone, and my hair's as wise and grey. But I still find time to go down and sit where the river, she meets the bay. My father once in his knowledge said, I slow down, go round and roll. Lots more time at the end of our day, where the river flows. Where the river flows. Where the river flows. There'll be lots more time at the end of our day, where the river flows. One more time, sing it. Down where the river flows. Where the river flows. There'll be lots more time at the end of our days, where the river flows. Well, your day's done, and your course is run. Oh, plant a seed, and in time will grow. And your rose will be your garden, and your seed will be your rose. Where the river flows, where the river flows, there'll be lots more time at the end of our days, where the river flows, where the river flows, where the river
getting warmed up now, and that could be very dangerous. But yeah, anybody who's met me, I probably drive everybody mad because I'm definitely, oh my god, I think I'm maybe one of the biggest Chieftains fans in the world. Everybody at school, when I was a teenager, everybody had, Kylie Minogue in the 80s. Belinda Carlisle, I had Paddy Maloney. Above me, Betty. It was great. And, I just love it. And, if you haven't heard that record, Chieftains in China, it's just unbelievable. I mean, it was actually 20 years before the term world music. They invented world music, basically. But anyway, I haven't played the box so much yet. I'll give you a couple of tunes. I will start in County Donegal, play a couple of tunes from up there. I lived up there for a couple of years in a little place called Ardra. It's a beautiful area of Ireland. A little bit remote, quite hard to get to. Public transport there is a little bit different to Dublin. One time I was waiting for a bus from Donegal town to Dublin Airport, and it was a damn good job the flight was the day after I did, because the bus was, it was a wee bit late, but Donegal's like that, everything is very relaxed. But I'll play a couple of little tunes here, and these are ones I learned from the king of the box, Mr. Dylan Byrne. And the first one is the Japanese hornpipe. And I don't think it's Japanese, but it's got a wee bit of Japan in it. And the second one is a couple of reels, Johnny Doherty's. So I hope you like these. In case anybody's wondering what these little antennae are, don't worry, there's no covert operation here. It's just a cable tie. A fellow in Texas came up to me, seriously. A fellow in Houston, Texas, came up to me and asked me what network I was on. And I said I'm on the free network.